And Roya, we heard the Queen herself underlining the connection that they have, the royal family has, with the Royal Air Force.
Absolutely, yes. And we just had Carol Vorderman there with the Air Cadets, and of course the Duchess of Cambridge is Honorary Air Commodore of the Air Cadets, and there you see her wearing the Dacre brooch, which is the highest award a female Air Cadet can be awarded there.
Well, there you go, the first wave of this huge flypast, which is coming over the palace right now. 3 Puma helicopters and 6 Chinooks, the slowest of the aircraft, only travelling at about 100 miles per hour.
Yes, Sophie, as you say, 3 Puma HC Mark II helicopters with us today. These are based at RAF Benson in Oxfordshire, and they're our medium support helicopter. It has a rich operational history and is currently deployed in Afghanistan. Similarly, the Chinooks, they're from Odium in Hampshire. This is a heavy lift aeroplane with an excellent capacity. Both types operated in humanitarian and disaster relief operations in the Caribbean just recently.
But that noise of the Chinooks is about to come over the palace now, something you recognise everywhere. Big smile from Her Majesty the Queen. And now we have the second wave. These are training helicopters, aren't they? 2 Junos, 1 Jupiter.
Yes, Sophie, in their distinctive yellow and black paint schemes, following the Royal Air Force's frontline helicopters are the basic training aircraft, including those 2 Juno H135 helicopters and 1 Jupiter H145 helicopter.
And the first of the historic aircraft coming over. There are going to be 7 in total, part of the Battle of Britain memorial flight based at RAF Coningsby. And this is the Dakota, a very famous World War II plane. Followed by wave 4, the Lancaster, accompanied by 3 Spitfires and 2 Hurricanes. One of those Hurricanes is being flown today by the station commander at RAF Coningsby, Mike Borkwell, who is a Typhoon pilot, but he has chosen history over speed. Wonderful as they go overhead here at Buckingham Palace, the whole studio vibrating. Now bringing us back to the modern days of the RAF. This is the prefect training aircraft.
Yes, Sophie, from the vintage back to the brand new, these are the 120 prefect aircraft based at RAF Cranwell with 57 Squadron. The prefect modernises the aircraft used to deliver training to better reflect the types of aircraft the students will fly on the front line.
And here come the Tucanos.
Yes, Sophie, 9 Tucanos in Diamond 9 formation. Most of the pilots in today's flypast will have cut their teeth on the Tucano.
Harry there looking to the skies. The royal family on the balcony there clearly enjoying the spectacle overhead. Now here we have 2 Shadow R1s. These are the I-Star aircraft.
I-Star aircraft perform the Royal Air Force's intelligence, surveillance, target acquisition and reconnaissance tasks. This is the second time we've seen the Shadow over Buckingham Palace. And next over, Sophie, are the C-130J Hercules aircraft, the primary tactical transport aircraft for the Air Force since 1967. This is a real workhorse for us.
And these are the beginning of the big beasts, the Hercules. This only came into force Well, this came into force in 1967, and what a roar it makes as it comes overhead. It is followed now by the Atlas.
Another ultra-new comparison then, with 47 years between the C-130 and the A400 Atlas, which is entered into service recently with the Royal Air Force. The aircraft has a 37-ton payload. It can carry out over 2,000 miles to remote and unprepared runways.
Two more transport aircraft coming over now. One big, one small. The smaller one is a BAE 146. That's going to be very familiar to the royal family, because that is the aircraft that is used to transport senior members of the royal family all around the world.
Yes, we're seeing the C-17 Globemaster, our long-range strategic heavy lift transport, and behind it the BAE 146, which, as you say, is very familiar to the royal family and ministers.
And here comes the Sentinel, another surveillance aircraft.
Another of the Royal Air Force's I-Star platforms, the Sentinel R1 is a long-range, wide-area battlefield surveillance aircraft, which is operated today by 5 Squadron based at Royal Air Force Waddington.
The Queen clearly enjoying the spectacle going over the palace today, and this is the biggest of them all. Get ready for the Voyager. It is almost 200 feet long, almost 200 feet wide. It is the RAF's largest aircraft.
Our Voyager, operated by 10 and 101 squadrons based at Royal Air Force Bryce Norton, is primarily used for both air-to-air refuelling and strategic air transport. The aircraft is in constant operational use.
A few more of the big beasts to come. This is another surveillance aircraft that is still playing a big role, isn't it, in the skies over Syria and Iraq?
Yes, we're looking at the RC-135 rivet joint, another one of the Royal Air Force's I-Star aircraft, operated this time by 51 Squadron, again from Waddington.
And this easily recognizable by the radar on its roof.
Behind the rivet joint is the AWACS E3D. That's the Airborne Warning Control System. The E3D Sentry is an airborne early warning aircraft with command and control capacity too.
And over it goes. Stand by now for the first of the fast jets. Here they come. These are the Hawk T1s. They're the type of aircraft used by the Red Arrows. There are going to be almost 60 fast jets passing over us in the next few minutes alone.
These aircraft are flown by 100 Squadron at RAF Leaming in North Yorkshire. 100 Squadron uses the Hawk in what we describe as the aggressor role, simulating enemy forces and providing essential training.
And in a Diamond 9, these are Hawk 2s, which are the more advanced Hawks, aren't they? These are used to train fighter pilots, move them on to the next stage.
Exactly that. They're used for advanced fast jet training, the final stage of training before pilots reach operational aircraft. The aircraft has a glass cockpit, and that helps the pilots to transfer to our more modern frontline jets.
Stand by now for the Tornadoes. 9 of them about to pass overhead. They're going to be retired next year, based at RAF Marham. And behind them, you will see the Lightnings, the brand new Lightnings. Here come the Tornadoes. And there behind them, the Lightnings, the F-35s. This is the first time that these aircraft have ever been seen in the skies over London. And now the centerpiece, 22 times Typhoons from RAF Coningsby and RAF Lossiemouth. They have been practicing this for months.
An amazing sight, Sophie. This is the first time, and we've seen that formation, and it's the largest number of Typhoons we have seen ever.
Led by Wing Commander Andy Chisholm. Over they go. And finishing it all off, Squadron Leader Martin Pert, Red 1, bringing the red arrows up the mall. Always a huge favourite with the crowds here. You can hear the cheers. The red, white and blue of the red arrows blasting their way over Buckingham Palace.